Take him out. Oh, we got a civilian right there. And a civilian right there. But here's the thing, I don't have to worry about these guys, like, you know, trying to escape, so that's nice. Alright, so, who do I want to take out first? Probably this guy, so... surround him and kill him. He blocked. Blocked that one too, apparently. There he goes. Let's get you down here and do this. Expose his weakness a little bit. Let's get you down here and do a quick stab. And you can finish him off. Oh, I missed. At least she missed too. Let's get you over here. You can go up there. That's fine. The civilians run away while, like, you know, everyone else comes to attack. Oh, apparently these guys are attacking. Interesting. Alright, well, you need to die, so... down you go. And while we're at it, let's have you go... do this. Let's lessen the damage here a little bit. I'm going to take quite a bit of damage here, I think. Hit this guy. Down he goes. We'll stun the shaman. Did I move you too far or something? Or you already use your thing? Can't really tell, but whatever. Let's put you there and then, like, you know, this guy can't move around. Let's get you up here. That worked just fine, I think. So it looks like it's just, like, you know, the 4 enemies that can fight and, like, the rest of the civilians, so... this should go pretty well, I think. We're ready to attack. Oh, you keep missing at range. It's annoying. Hit that shaman. Down he goes. We'll get you right there. Stab that guy a little bit. Oh, he tried to get away, that guy. He paid dearly for that. Oh, there's a sneaker. Ow. Okay, let's get you to try this again. There was that one. Hit to that guy. There we go. You can go up this way, I think. Let's get you up over here. There we go, Logistics is going off finally. Been a while since you've seen that. Let's get her all the way up there. People are sort of in the way here, I guess, so you go over here. You can go right there. Rita can go right here. You can go right there. Charge! They're trying to get away a little bit, but you know it's not going to really help them. Let's get you over here. Let's get you up over here. I kinda wish I had torches equipped for this battle, but oh well. I was gonna run a hunter all the way up over here, I think. Let's just get my scout all the way over here. We can go over here. Stabby. Oh, trying to escape me apparently. There goes one of them. Nice big hits to him. Let's get you up here. I didn't mean to move her like that, but well, it's fine. Yeah. Get you right there. Wow, that's a big hit. But there we go. When all the enemies are dispatched, your troops quickly search their bodies and pocket a few trinkets they find. The end of a long rope falls through one of the holes in the ceiling of the temple. A few of your servants peek in from above, waiting for you to grab the rope so they can pull you out. You climb out and the rest of your troops quickly follow. So my proud followers gain morale. Got some experience in our stuff. I'll head back to like, you know, to Neutral, well, I guess basically to like get this done. I keep finding medicine, which is always fun, I guess. Pig. Good old pigs. Alright then. Preserve these guys. Hey, found some oil. Nice. I'm gonna throw my lanterns here, I think, at this point. Now, I think this is probably a good point, by the way. I really want to do this at some point, so we're gonna show off something. So, I have a lot of experience at this point, right? So, I haven't really been spending it. And I could be using it to promote my troops. And something I actually think about was, like, you know, maybe showing off, like, you know, like what happens to basically promote, like, the, like, you know, the natives and stuff like that. So, maybe I'll, like, to promote this guy up to, like, you know, show off, like, what he gets as he gets stronger. So, basically, like, you know, at this rank, he'll basically get, like, you know, Poison Sting, which is, like, you know, his ability to, like, poison people. And then there's, like, Hailstorm, which is basically rains projectiles downwards on 5 ram adjacent spaces in and around the target space. So that's what basically you get when you get these guys, the veterans, like the trappers. I apparently still got enough experience to level someone else's a lot, so that's interesting. Here's a shaman. If I like do this to her as well, you'll see it basically gets the curse, of course, on the first one there, and the second one here she gets terrified. So, one's basically like be a debuff to people. The other one's basically like makes them run away. And you saw that once at least because it's pretty damn powerful. Because if they move out of the way, then they trigger responsive attacks to resolve it. And let's just see here. We'll load us again, so I'm going to show off the Amazon and the champion. Alright then, so here's Kyoto and Silal. I think they're like the only other guys I have in my expedition here. So if I level up her, at first basically she has like the acrobatic strike, but basically lets her move a space away without occurring the attack of opportunity after making an attack. So there's her acrobatic strike. She can get poison sting on the next one, which is basically of course that ranged ability. So there's that. And a third thing here, she gets death strike, and you saw that once, basically make an attack that bypasses the target's defense but not armor. So very, very powerful. Now, I know something about the Amazons, by the way. These guys are sort of like a mix of both ranged and melee attacks. So they're nice and they're like vanilla troops basically. They're very, very good at range. They're also good at attacking up front. So that's what makes these guys really good. And just be compared to say a soldier, for example. Let's look at Padella here, for example. You notice that they have very similar melee damage. She's got 52 melee damage as opposed to Satella's 53. And if you look at the range as well, basically she's got range of 44% at 45 damage. She's got basically 88% range with 25 damage. So Amazons are super powerful archers and stuff like that. So yeah, no stat bonuses, powerful guerrilla fighters who are highly mobile but vulnerable to attack. That's what it basically says about her, by the way. I love if you look at her equipment, by the way, you can see she doesn't have that very good equipment to defend herself compared to other people, but that's fine. She's got lots of offensive abilities, is what she's all about, basically. Keep her out of harm's way and she'll do you well, basically, what she's all about. She's kind of like the scout, essentially. And before I forget, here's Kyoto. So he gets, of course, charge here. And if I get him up again, there's swipe there. So you attack 3 adjacent spaces simultaneously. So he has a cleave ability, which is very powerful. And we see here it says champion. So they get +2 to tactics. The slow but tough and strong melee fighters. Poor aim and ranged combat is what these guys are all about. So they're basically your soldiers, basically. Down here we got Kakemi here. Actually, look at this one trapper. 2 survival, accuracy, and lethal shooters, but vulnerable to weak melee, so that's what he's basically all about. The shaman. Poor fighters, but useful support units that can restore endurance and inflict negative effects on enemies is what these guys are all about. Alright, so now I'm basically showing those guys off. I might make use of those guys they say make use of. It's because I got the experience to spare. It's just a question really of who do I want basically to make use of the most, of the native troops, if I use them or not. And how's Miguel's experience here look? You're devoted. So I'm probably good with this guy losing firm morale, so that's fine. Let's see here. I think we're probably gonna make these guys basically I like how they actually start with like abilities there, by the way. I'll note that if you look at this one, he doesn't start with any like special ability. He has poison tip, but you know, they always start at the shaman, so. Let's see here. What do I want to do with like Sitley here, I guess? She doesn't have very good ability to like block attacks, I think, so. I might get her dodge and evade, for example. Just make her a little bit more buff and stuff. Or just increase her like critical hits. Make her even more deadly. So let's do that. And maybe I'll give her Backstabber. Sneak attack, basically, so she can flank people and do a lot more damage that way. It's perfect when she can move like 6 spaces, by the way, so she moves pretty far. I could get Walker's shots. But you know what? Let's just go with Keen Eye here, so she make ready for Death Strike. I got 6 points here to make use of now, so let's drop those there and right here. Well, let's level up Creel here a little bit, so let's give him dodge, perhaps? And maybe block as well. Just so you can, like, you know, avoid being, like, destroyed by stuff. And let's just drop all 6 points in patrolling right there, I guess. Alright, I don't think I need to have equipment on people who don't need it anymore, so I don't really use her, so let's just drop off her equipment here. I'll go to Isabella, drop off her equipment. And you can notice that this guy has a lot of equipment slot space to make use of, so I can armor him up quite well. Oh, I have equipment on this guy as well, so let's drop off his equipment. And let's drop this onto the Amazon here. So I need a couple more like equipment base to like to max these guys out, but you know, they're looking pretty good. Alright, let's get back to you know, the Aztec capital here. Alright, so the palace. A light drizzle is falling when you return to the palace of Tenochtitlan, and Quetzalcoatl receives you and your registration members in a richly decorated dining hall this time. It is done. So, he rubs his hands together in satisfaction. Yes, my servants have already brought me the good news. Splendid work. Tenochtitlan now speaks with you with only one voice. Your reward is being delivered to your servants. Assassination novice weapon. Was it wise to close yourself to negotiations with Tlaxcala? I understand your concerns. Tlaxcala may ally with the Totonac, and we will face great resistance. But this empire did not achieve greatness by bowing down to our inferiors. Tlaxcala will never be made to bow their heads to Monty without a fight, and we will not tolerate them to exist as an independent state within our border. He waves his hand in the general direction of Sitlali, who's minding her own business with the rest of your people in the far end of the room. You are unwise to bring her here. Are you aware of the history between her people and Tenochtitlan, of course? He clears his throat. Well, yes. As long as she serves you, she may freely visit our city, but do keep an eye on her. Make sure she doesn't nothing that could make it difficult for me to justify our working relationship to the nobles. She will do nothing that could put me in a bad position. She does as she pleases. She is not mine to command. That is what worries me. She is a strong warrior, and she still enjoys a considerable degree of respect among our champions. But if she turns on us, I will not hesitate to have her captured and sacrificed. I'm sure she's aware. An escalation of our ongoing conflict with the Teutonic is inevitable. Soon we will strike at Latvia, and with that stubborn fool Napoleon out of the picture, the Teutonic will drive a strong leadership, and we will be free to move on to their capital, Sempolia. Before we can move directly against Latvia, however, we have to operate to weaken Teutonic position without provoking an immediate response. The town of Papele belongs to Teutonic, but if you take it, that will not be enough to unify the Teutonic leadership against us. You want me to invade Papelina? The general rubs his hands together. Papelina must be subjugated. I will not interfere in your methods, but you make sure the town will no longer be a factor in this conflict. Okay, so I will see to it, or I will not do this. I'll see to it, I guess. I place much trust in you and your men. Return to me when you have dealt with Papelina, and we will discuss the next part of the plan. With that, Quifeli exits the room and leaves you in ever respectful care of a small group of eagle warriors. End event. Alright, so there's that basically done. So now I have a goal basically to subjugate the the other people. And for some reason it's glitching out over there, but it's, a good thing about this game, it glitches and stuff. I'm not sure it's really worth spending medicine for this, but I was gonna get a couple from now, I guess. And there we go, she's fully equipped now. Alright, so that's basically the town up here that I want me to go to, but let's go up here to Latvia first, I guess. And I don't know if that's like the big part of this game, basically like playing both sides a lot of the time. Trying to like get the better of each other. Weakening them both and eventually take them all both out. Hello, Mr. Farmer. Hooray, a pig! I like pigs. Got him. Alright then, let's go here and hunt. Hunt. And hunt. I haven't checked people's morale for a while here. But for the most part, it looks like the only people who are hurting is you. There we go, and that's basically it. So, 2 rations for you. And while we're at, let's just get Pally to do a little bit more preserving, I think. And you can do some tinkering. Make some cannonballs. Awesome. Alright, let's get back up here. Alright, so that's all done. Look at our cannonball, I guess. The plan. In the evening, Reina Portenas comes to you as your highest ranking officer. A moment of your time, please, Capitan DFuxa. What do you need? And please call me Danielle. She smiles politely. I'd rather not, Signora. Signoria, if you'll excuse me, my forwardness, where do you see all this leading? What do you mean? We seem to find ourselves working for the Aztec Empire now. Forgive me, but that's not what I signed up for. I serve the King of Spain, and I dare say most of our men feel the same way. We serve His Majesty still. Nothing has changed, Lieutenant. See, I understand. It's only you must have some kind of endgame in mind. Sometimes that all this will lead to. If so, You're the only one in this camp who knows what the endgame is. It would put my mind at ease if you explain our long-term goals to me. So, I wish to forge an alliance with Tenochtitlan that Spain may profit from years to come. Once we milk the Aztecs, we'll side with the Tenochtitans and help them overthrow the Aztec Empire. I'm trying to maintain the status quo by aiding both sides of the conflict equally. We will help the Tenochtitlan overthrow the Aztec Empire, and Spain will profit from our alliance for years to come. When we strung this Tenoch along for a while, we'll side the Aztecs and crush the Tenoch uprising. We must acquire as much wealth as knowledge of his lands as possible before we enter Spain. So basically that's what it says here. So let's see here. Basically, like, you know, you can be like friendly to one or enemies to the other. So let's go with this one right here. We will help the Tenoch and overthrow the Aztec Empire, and Spain will profit from our alliance for years to come. She licks her lips and takes another step forward. New trade routes are worthwhile for sure, but we could do so much more. This conflict between the Aztecs and their vassals is an enormous weakness begging to be exploited, Capitan. I think if we play our cards right, we could conquer these lands for Spain. That is along the lines of what I had in mind. So we're not here to conquer, we are explorers and emissaries, so that's along the lines of what I had in mind. So, after we help this conflict reach its logical conclusion, we make our own ploy, exploit the resulting weakness of native factions, and take Tenochtitlan for Spain. Something like that. She nods. Thank you, Capitan. Would you mind if I relay this to the other members of our expedition? It would put their concerns to rest. Go ahead. Thank you, Capitan. Have a good night. Alright, so that's basically out of the way. Basically, like, you know, once you get to, like, toward the end game, like, you know, she, like, you know, tells you, like, you know, what's your plan here. That's fine. Here's the market. Okay, I think it's better prices here, I think, for, like, you know, stuff here, so let's trade one of these, I think. What I really should do is go back to my own, like, fort, basically, to do the trading, but whatever. So, DFuxa has returned from his diplomatic tour of the Tenoch tribes. He welcomes you back to his Latvia with a smile on his face, so big it reaches all the way from the left ear to his right. Do I have some great news for you, DFuxa? Although there were some small disagreements with Sempolia, all the Tempelic chiefs agreed to join me against Tenochtitlan. With the combined might of our tribes and the military aid of Tlaxcala, we now pose the most significant threat to their power that the Aztecs have ever faced. Did you talk to Sultan? We were attacked by warriors from Sempolia. Civilian grins fades. That conniving old bastard, did you deal with it? We killed the attackers and kept the envoys alive. The meeting concluded quickly after that, and it seems Tlaxcala are on board. Thank the gods you were able to help and protect Sultan. I will have your reward brought to you, servants, as soon as our visit here is concluded. So, why would Sempolia sabotage us? Perhaps it's now time to move directly to the Aztecs. What now? Let's just ask this one. The chieftain of Sempolia considers his city the capital of the Tenoch people, and he was not open to yielding any of his power. He was nothing but trouble when I came to that city, but thanks to the idol, I was able to exert my influence behind the scenes, and long story short, he was overruled by his elders, and Sempolia joined our cause without him. He must have caught wind of my plans to negotiate with Tlaxcala, and sent his warriors to ruin the meeting before I visited the city. Perhaps he thought that was sticking to point of my plans. So, perhaps now it's time to move directly against the Aztecs. Dagon stands up and starts pacing around the room. Not quite yet, my friend. We need time to rally the Tenoch armies. There is equipment to be constructed, supply lines to be established, battle plans to be planned. We can't strike directly against the Aztec settlement until we're ready for war. I'm not just going to sit on my hands. Is there any way to weaken them without setting off the war? So, he places a hand on your shoulder. You're right. How about this? You can hit their supply lines. If you attack and raise their farms, they will not be able to withstand a prolonged siege. Yet, it will not be enough to provoke the full-scale response from them. So, you want me to kill defenseless peasants? Sounds easy enough. I'll take care of it. Killing peasants, I'll consider recruiting my troops. So, you want me to kill defenseless peasants? He throws up his hands. These people are far from innocent. The land used to be ours, home to Tenoch people. When the Aztec wanted to expand their influence, they rolled in and took the land by force to use for agriculture. Since then, they've been exploiting it to the very limit of its capacity. I'll pay them a visit. Terence again shakes your hand firmly. Good luck, DFuxa. I will take care of the logistics of the war in the meantime. Return here when you've dealt with the farms. Alright, so that's basically out of the way. And I think to conclude this episode, let's just make our way back over to the fortress, where I'll pick up my oil. Deposit some of my loot. And perhaps buy a bit more equipment, I think. Another spider, you know. Them spiders, they like to get into their packs a lot, apparently. Okay, you do hunting. I'm gonna heal you up. And you're gonna do preserving, you're gonna do preserving, you're gonna do preserving. And you're gonna do preserving. Whoop, we lost some rope again, but oh well. There's the merchants, that's fine. I can trade them if I want. Ooh, not bad prices here. I think I'll take those, sure. And yeah, I just sort of like picking off a bit of equipment each time, basically, like, you know, when I can. Because, you know, that's the easiest way of placing equipment, like, stockpiled. And here we are. Perfect. There's that's done. There's my oil. Pray. Oh, look at this. When Gaspar sees you enter a tavern, he opens his mouth to tell you something, but he is immediately interrupted by a young man who runs up for you from the back of the room with an eager gait. To his surprise, he addresses you in decent Spanish. Honored Shining Champion, this is Nikalia, warrior of Tatank. Nice to meet you. He nods respectfully. Nikalia has left his village to become a Shining warrior. He is one of the finest warriors of his tribe, in his lands, and he wishes to join your expedition. Wait, you are Nikalia, yes? He smiles, slightly confused. Yes, Nikalia is among the greatest warriors of the Tatank. You refer to yourself in the third person. He blinks, uncomprehending. You have a hunch that he may not have the most keen sense of grammar. Alright, so, what can Nikalia do for me? And what do you expect in return for your help? And why would you leave your tribe to fight for me? Let's do this one. Nikalia bows his head slightly. For his service, Nikalia desires nothing but to share in the glory of your battlefield, to face your enemies unwavering and mercilessly. What can Nikalia do for me? He strikes his chest with a right hand. Nikalia will serve you as the courageous warrior. He is fast in battle and unmatched with his sword weapon. He will help you fight the Aztecs and bring glory to you and your shining warriors. And why would you leave your tribe to fight for me? Very well, consider yourself part of the expedition. We have no vacancies. You'll have to fight one of my people to the death. I'm sorry, you cannot join. So, let's see here. Why would you leave your tribe to fight for me? Let's do this one. I've already I got that one. So, there we go. Hey, look at that. I guess I got an achievement, basically. So, a few of your people shake Nikali's hand as he proudly returns to his table. A few disdainful looks and some unhappy mutterings is all that alerts you to the disapproval of certain other members of your expedition. Because, you know, I have braces and such, but whatever. Alright, so, blah blah. A few extra members are sitting in the corner, chatting over a glass of wine. Workers in off-duty guards have assembled in small clusters around the room. Gaspar comes out from the kitchen to greet you as you enter. So anything I should know about Gaspar? Basically, they're all satisfied. Let's deposit some resources in here, I guess, so... Actually, you know what? Let's just not put that in just yet. I just want to just, like, you know, take the stuff out so I basically, like, you know... figure out what's like the best thing to buy here for equipment. So let's see here. They got lots of like, you know, as you can see, like, you know, this stuff. And I got good prices for it, so... Let's try some medicine here. And if I want to, I could trade some of this as well. I think that's probably good right there. There's 16 equipment basically picked up. I'm gonna deposit my resources again. Perfect. Let's just leave 5,000 valuables in here for now, I think. And while we're at it, we'll go in here and I'll basically put some more equipment on people. I should probably know, by the way, but now I basically got, like, you know, that new guy. Did I look at yours, by the way? I don't think I ever read this, by the way. So, the daughter of the Teutonic chief, Thictolton, Anaconia, is a friendly, adventurous, and somewhat hyperactive young girl, breeding with a privileged but boring upbringing. As the daughter of a local chieftain, she is considerably diplomatic asset, and helps that her Spanish is impeccable. You know, I never actually checked what civilian skills basically you get, but you know, whatever. Your basic experienced troops, no bonuses. Two diplomacy, hard and average starting skills, but very weak combat unit. And yeah, I don't think these guys get any bonuses, like, you know, combat type of skills, so... Whatever. Alright, here he is right down here, this guy. So, here is the warrior. So, basically, +2 scouting. They're fast, lethal melee fighters. Poor aim and ranged combat is what these guys are all about, so... Essentially, these guys are like the equivalent of like the scouts for like the Spanish. And like, you know, they got a little bit of like, you know, ability to use like bows and stuff, but you know, they're not that great at it. Alright, so, aggressive, open-minded, courageous. Nikali means battle in the language of the natives. And true to his name, he is without a doubt one of the finest warriors of any of the Teutonic tribes. Nikali has been a warrior from the day he was born, raised to protect the village and his fellow tribesmen from the greed of the Aztec. When the tales of your campaign against the Aztecs spread to his home, he was quick to leave his village and seek you out. And I feel he's like a dagger, a bow, and it's like, you know, weapon to basically hit with and stuff like that. So this guy, of course, can get sneak on the first ability, so, you know, much like this guy can sneak around. He also has access to taunt, as well as to anticipate opening. You've seen anticipate opening quite a bit, of course, where basically, like, you know, he gets a guaranteed critical next time he hits something. And he's also got, like, you know, taunt, which basically is, like, you know, it compels the target to move free spaces toward the warrior. That's probably, like, the shaman's, like, you know, ability to, like, you know, make people run away and stuff like that, so I'm gonna want to show that off at some point. But whatever. Okay, let's see here. You're already equipped, I think. So let's start equipping Kyoto, I guess. So, there's your weapon equipped a little bit. There's that. Apparently he's like got blowgun, by the way, this guy, for attacking stuff, but, you know, whatever. Alright then. You know, I'm tempted to actually level up this guy's skills at this point. Just like, you know, just for the hell of it, so... Do I want to treat him like a scout as a thing, though? Eh, why not? So let's see here. How would you get access to... He doesn't really need Fortune Favor because he's already got that ability to, like, you know, avoid, like, you know, or get guaranteed critical anyways, so... Let's see here. Maybe we'll give him, like, Fencer, for example. Nah, that's more of like a soldier thing. I figure this guy right here was going to give him access to more, like, you know, evasion and dodge and stuff like that, so... We'll give him that. And poor, like, Miguel here, he doesn't like it when, like, other people are getting prone over him, but oh well. That's just how it's gonna be. Alright, so. This seems like a very good stopping point for this part of the episode. We're basically gonna, like, continue on here. Basically at this point, I'm gonna have to, start to, like, decide where I'm gonna, like, side with, like, the Aztecs or, like, the, the Teutonics. But, that'll be for, like, for next time, I guess. Maybe we'll go raise the farms, I guess. Anyhow, it's a long campaign, I guess, but, we basically explored, like, the entire map, so there's not a whole lot left to do. Now, I just had a thought, by the way, before I just leave you guys. I'll note that there's, like, this temple down here for, like, stuff, right? I wonder if I could possibly take these guys up to Mysterious Cave, like, before, like, they die in time. And I might be able, to, basically heal them up, like, and get the money to resolve it. That could be a thing, I wonder. That's like 2 journeys there right away, but just a note, though. It's probably too long of a journey to make, but, it's worth knowing that, that is something I could consider doing, I guess. But whatever. That's it for now. Take care until next time.